As you know, a few months ago, I made a video called I Am Jesus, where I talked about how I am the equivalent of Jesus Christ today. Ever since I created this video, I wanted to find out what Jesus actually said to the people back in the day, what his teachings were really about. Not because I need them. I don't need anybody's opinions or beliefs about any topics. I know exactly who I am, where I am, what this life is about, the purpose of it, what I'm supposed to do. At this point in my life, there's nothing useful that anybody could teach me about any important topics. Of course, we all have the Christ consciousness, the natural knowledge, which is what it means, inside of us already. But most people grow up as brainwashed slaves. They believe that they need these books with symbols inside of it, which they then read because they learned languages to teach them what they are supposed to do in their life, the purpose of it, and so on. This is why you need enlightened people to actually teach you the truth, and this is what Jesus did back in the day. The brainwashing 2,000 years ago was not as bad as it is today, but it was still bad. Had complete control over the people, or at least the ones who created this religion. People blindly followed the Old Testament. They lived in fear because they were afraid of this God who will judge them and punish them. And then Jesus came along with his teachings, which are way different than what you're taught today. The original New Testament was a very thin book, and this perfectly aligns with what I've been telling you for years now. The natural teachings are something that's already inside of you, and it's something that's very easy to ignite, which is why you don't need to brainwash people and tell them all kinds of stories, write this very thick book. All that you need to do is give them these few points which will then ignite the fire, and then it will enlighten them. This is exactly what the original Bible was about, the New Testament. And then, of course, they rewrote it. They completely removed the original teachings. Even a lot of the Christians can admit that the Bible has been rewritten tons of times. And I went through all of that. What the Gnostics said back in the day, the ones with the real knowledge, the ones who actually follow the teachings of Christ, they wrote these books right after he died. The Book of Thomas, the Secret Book of John, you name it. And I wrote down the 7 most important points. And if you've been watching my videos for the last few years, then none of this will surprise you. If you haven't watched my videos, then this will possibly even shock you, especially if you're a Christian. Number 1, there are no